care. I don't wanna know what the world outside is doing, 'cause it's just you and me.
Hello, and welcome to the monthly reset. If I am wearing the same exact outfit as the beginning of last week's vlog, it's because I am filming 2 videos at once, yet again. I took last week, which was last week for you guys, the week after I show, just off of filming. Like I needed a break. I needed a little rest so that I could gear up for the farmers market week, as you saw before this one, which is this week. But I'm also giving myself 2 weeks for this reset because I don't quite have a plan yet as to what I need to do, which is a great place to start. But I know that I have a lot of things to do, so I'll brainstorm probably tomorrow, like when I'm eating breakfast, sit, collect my thoughts. However, I wanted to start the intro today before I forgot, because I do that. And we're starting off with books, of course. So not a lot of reading was done this month because I've just been so incredibly busy, but I will probably read yet one more book before this month is over, fingers crossed. I would like to, although I've officially read 15 books, so I'm halfway through now my reading goal, and it's not June yet, it's the middle of May, so that's pretty good. I'm doing okay. But for starters, my mom got me this little golden book. It's a collectible of Barbie, because I was Barbie in the ice show, the old-fashioned Barbie, black and white swimsuit Barbie, and it's just so cute. It's adorable. I love it so much. I have to show you some of the illustrations in it. Oh my gosh, here's her and Midge enjoying summer activities. Oh, here's her and Ken going to costume parties and dancing. So cute. And here is the only book I've read so far this month, although I'll show you what I'm planning on reading next, although you probably already saw it in one of the previous vlogs. But the 15th book I read this year was Chasing Harry Winston by Laura Weisberger. She's the same author who wrote The Devil Wears Prada and When Life Gives You Lululemons. I read When Life Gives You Lululemons 2 years ago now, I think. And that book had me hooked literally in the first paragraph. I loved the storyline and I was giggling already. This book, I loved it. I adored it. I had a hard time not reading it. I enjoyed reading it, but my schedule was just so busy. So it ended up taking me 2 weeks to read. And while I was busy doing things, I was like, I really would like to read my book. I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I'm very, very happy I finally got to sit down, take a little breather and read the last 75 pages the other day. My only qualm with this book is how long the chapters are. They're 40 to 50 pages each. And I personally like shorter chapters, like short little TV episodes. If I had to compare it, it's the difference between a half-hour sitcom, that's how long I like my chapters, versus an HBO 50-minute episode. You know what I mean? It takes a while to get through one chapter. I think they could have been broken up chapter-wise, because it's following 3 besties. One chapter could be the one girl's experience, and then the second, and then the third, and then maybe the 3 of them interacting together, because they were off living their own things, and they would come back together and reconvene, essentially. But aside from that, however, I loved this book. It was such a perfect little time capsule of the early 2000s, Y2K, Paris Hilton, late 20s women, of that era. They were very fabulous ladies. However, I found it so hilarious how they're freaking out about turning 30, because I just turned 30. That's the least of my worries in this world right now. But if I had to rate this book, I would honestly give it a 5 out of 5. I just loved it. It was a really good read. On that note of good reads, so I tried to read some more of these villain origin story type books, and I think the reason why I was able to enjoy Ursula at the time I read it was because, one, it was very short, very easy to read, really concise, short chapters, and I was really busy at the time, so I was just happy to have any moment to read. Now that my schedule has wound down, I'm having a hard time enjoying them, if that makes sense. And I think it mostly stems from the reading level being a little too low. These are my sister's books, but she got them in late middle school, early high school age. I think if I was reading them literally 15 years ago, I would eat these up. I would devour them. I would love them. Never put them down. But I don't know. It truly is like reading a book version of a Disney kids movie. It's just not grabbing my attention. So then I tried to read the Land of Stories books. These are also my sister's books, but again, they're in the same kind of age bracket reading level range, and it's just not hitting. I want a little more depth. I just want a tiny bit more. Not to say that they're bad books. It's just they're clearly books written for younger than YA, I would say. Like, I would probably enjoy reading these to my future children. Bedtime stories, could totally see that. Just for my own pleasure reading, it's just, they're not pulling me in. So I'm gonna take these off my shelf, all of them, and put the books that I recently got on a book bike ride to work and back on my shelves instead. I guess that's the first step of the little reset for this month. Also, forgot to mention, I'm finally gonna start reading The Summer I Turned Pretty. It finally feels like summer. It's basically like 80 degrees today, so I'm excited to devour all 3 of these. I already got my bookmark in here, and just like the cover is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna work on rearranging my shelves a teensy bit, and then I'm gonna tackle a huge pile of laundry. So much laundry, you guys. I have not had time to put it away. It's massive. It's just been sitting there haunting me.
Intertwined thread one. It's the only poison strong enough to convince me that this is real. Somewhere we've never been, stuck on a mountain down in Sheffield, running for the bus again. Maybe we'll just stay here. Coffee sucks, but I've not thought about leaving yet. You can quit that job you hate, and I can check the real estate.
Accidentally almost deleted my entire goals chart because I'm just that not awake yet. Hello. Okay, reset update. I finally got around to making a little reset to-do list, but first I feel like I need to acknowledge my new chair. I got an egg chair, you guys, and I'm so happy. Big shout out to my mom for helping me build it, because this thing, I'm gonna leave a review, a Karen-like review, because this thing wasn't designed very well. The holes for the bolts don't all line up perfectly, and you know, I wouldn't mind just it being this one above my head because I'm not sitting up there. But one of the bolts at the bottom, for the where you sit, we had to use our vice grips. Thank goodness my mom knows how to work on cars and knows how to work with aluminum bodies, because she's like, oh, just let me go get my vice grips. And I'm like, they give you an Allen wrench and a little regular wrench, and they're like, here, build this. But it's built now, and I'm very happy. So thank you, Mom. And Josie is also very happy because she is 99% sure that we built this for her. When I was like, ta-da, it's finished, she finally graced us with her present, walked in the room, wagged her little tail like, oh my gosh, for me? She's a hoot. Okay, I think we'll go over my reset to-do list first, which of course we are not finished. I always try to get the not so favorite work done first, if that makes sense, so that I could do the fun stuff as my reward after. For example, I put away all of my ice show crap. It only took me 3 weeks, but we did it. And I washed all my makeup brushes. Did it take me breaking out in a little bit of acne for me to wash my makeup brushes? Maybe, but I washed them, and that's all that matters, and they're drying. We built the chair. I knew that this was gonna be a challenge, but it would be also a reward within itself. And we had a Studio Ghibli marathon, and I watched Kiki's Delivery Service, which is my all-time favorite Studio Ghibli movie. And I watched My Neighbor Totoro. Again, it's just, they're so nostalgic, even though I did not watch them as a child, if that makes sense. And I really love Kiki's Delivery Service because she loses her ability to fly, but then she regains it, and just life, you know? I also watched a quarter of The Secret Life of Arrietty. Again, love that one. How am I supposed to pick a favorite? I love them all. I finally cleaned up the dining room. For the past 4 years, since lockdown, when I had to mass clean out my art studio at the end of the semester. Actually, I did do it months later in the summer. That was some of my green work that hadn't been fired, and I finally fired it. So it's in my studio, fired now. And I got to clean off the dining room table where they were being stored. Because that's like the one table none of us use. Because like, who uses the dining room? Okay, we can check off more things. Oh, I wanted to share my wallpapers for the month. I have a cute little phone wallpaper. I'm trying to share them on Pinterest just so they're like accessible. But I made a little phone one that's about the month of May. And I'll be doing the same thing for June. So if you check out my Pinterest page, you'll be able to find it there, as well as the journal jar, which we'll get to journaling because I have not journaled at all this month. I have not had time. And then I also made kind of this early summer, late spring themed wallpaper for my computer that I just love it so much. And I love it in action because I created some blank spots which are perfect for putting widgets on your screen. I also finally took all of my disposable film cameras to CVS to be developed. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I haven't had those kind of cameras since I was little. The first two, I should have gotten them developed a long time ago, but I just did not have time. So I'm gonna make it a regular thing that I take a disposable camera to different events because it's just so fun to have. And I don't know if it will be developed in time to show you in this vlog, but definitely in the next vlog. And I think in the next vlog, I'm just gonna do plain old weekly vlog because I need a break from these more process elaborate videos. Ooh, garden update. I got kind of a late start on my garden, but that's because we got an early start on spring. Right now, the locust trees are in bloom. They don't bloom usually till like the first or second week of June, and they bloom the first or second week of May. That's an entire month early. So I planted my seeds on Mother's Day. So we would have our little garden upstairs, and my mom got a pack of seeds that are good for like butterflies and bees. So I planted those for her, which those are doing phenomenal right now. They're in just the perfect spot, I guess. They're getting just the right amount of sunlight. So they've all sprouted. I also planted some potato eyes from potatoes we've gotten at the grocery store. So hopefully we'll have some potatoes. I think I did cucumbers, tomatoes, some cantaloupe, different things. There's different things going on. So far, I haven't seen anything take other than the flowers, but just take a week to two. I think next year, and I'm gonna put it in my calendar, I wanna start the garden around the first week of April indoors, like all the veggies and stuff, just to give them a fighting chance. Because the nice part is we have a glass block panel and a panel that's the same side of the house that the deck is. So it gets the exact same daylight as it would outside. It wouldn't be too much of a transition to switch it to outdoors. And not garden related, but yard related. If you remember last month, I repaired all of the dirt patches in the backyard from our foundation work, which they're not done with. They have this tiny little portion and they're gonna have to come back. And then I'll finally be able to finish fixing the rest of the yard, hopefully. But the grass has popped up. The grass and the clover has popped up and it looks so nice. And they're just these cute little babies. Oh. Furniture update. So not the chair. As you might have known, there was a different chair here, a brown leather chair. Also in the living room, we had brown leather couches and a love seat. They're gone. We got rid of them. We didn't donate them. We listed them like in our little local Facebook group for free. And a family who got a puppy who destroyed their couch that they only had for 1 year, they picked up all of it. I'm glad they have it. So right now, there's no furniture in the living room, but it's fine. It's fine because I need to film workouts, which will probably be in the next vlog. I always think that I'm gonna have an easy week. I don't know why. We're gonna film probably a dozen workouts. I'll probably use that space to film some of them and film some outdoors. It's working out. Ooh, so I only need to edit and upload one more short /reel/TikTok to complete the entire month, because that was my goal, was to post one every day. It looks like I'm actually gonna achieve that. Also, this is one of my goals that I set at the beginning of the year, and I was not doing the most fabulous, but I'm doing better now, and I'm very proud of myself. I've been cleaning out my phone. My phone has 256 gigabytes of memory, and I had filled up 255.2. So it basically kind of stopped working. It said, hey girly pop, you have to empty this out or else I literally cannot do another thing. Like, you have to stop what you're doing and empty out your phone. Please, I beg of you. And I was like, okay, bet. I am now at 230 gigabytes. Yeah, I freed up over 20 gigabytes of space. I didn't know I had it in me, and I'm still going. The main culprit is videos. I'm better now that, like, when I airdrop my footage that I've taken from my phone to my computer to edit with, I'm good about then deleting it from my phone unless it's something cute with the dogs. I always keep the cute videos of the dogs, but I don't need a video of my sandwich, you know? I don't need to hoard that. So I just immediately delete that. And I got really good at that now, and I'm still doing that. So I've been just going back over the past, it's like basically 5 years of footage on my phone and just slowly pecking away. I'm really proud of myself. So we're gonna keep doing that. I think if I keep pecking away, that maybe midsummer, you know, when it's like way too hot out and anyone can barely function, I might be able to get back to scrapbooking, which is like my favorite chill, low energy, you can do it in front of a fan type of summer activity. I love scrapbooking. And I also need to clean out the downloads folder. Speaking of airdropping on my computer, there's like over 100 gigabytes of videos in there. I will get to that after I get my phone. I think we need to do one and then do the other. However, I'm worried about the memory filling up on this, so hopefully we get there sooner than later. Also, I cleaned out the car, scrubbed all the mats, swept out the floor that was under the mats, and I'm going to spray the floor with Lysol, put the mats back in, and then I think I might just wipe down everything. I have not had time to actually clean out the car like that in years now. Now let's go over my 2024 goals. I have this one little curl that keeps going in my ear and it's driving me crazy. Okay, ceramics. My ceramics goals. I got a lot of these done. Start an online shop. I did that, and that reminds me I need to link my online shop underneath it, so hopefully I've already done that. Make first collection. I think I've kind of technically done that. This organic modern collection that is very like colorful and happy. Teach classes. I've done that already this year, and I'm going to be teaching more in a couple weeks. Sell at first fair. I'm doing that. I'm a vendor at a farmer's market. I'm selling every week, basically. Art show. I have not gotten in an art show yet, but our local art council will probably have one soon, so I'm excited. I will probably do it that. Still have not landed double flip or double toe, but the double flip looks like I will probably be getting that one first, so that's exciting. And I'm going to add to my skating goals list. I wasn't sure about this, but we're doing it. I'm choreographing a free skate program, and I've already started on it, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Really beautiful, really artistic, just an overall really well balanced program, I think. Personal goals, time for friends. I've been doing that. I've been going to events and hanging out with people, like not every week, but like, well, right now it's been every week and I'm a little exhausted. Every other week is more solid for me. So yeah, I have done a pretty good job of working on my goals for the year, and we've done a really good job on my reset to-do list. Today, I need to focus on getting the car back in one piece, so I'm gonna finish drinking my kind of failed strawberry matcha. It doesn't look very appetizing, but it tastes pretty good. I got the Tirani strawberry flavored syrup, and I put that in my, not creamer, I use a protein shake as my creamer, and that tastes great. I think I needed to add a little bit more because it just wasn't sweet enough to combat the really, kind of bitterness of green tea. And also this weekend was the citywide garage sale as well as every city around, but I was pretty successful at 2 garage sales and I got some books. So I want to do a book haul, but I put a message out like, hey, anybody else still have books? And I'm gonna stop by one more home on my way home from the rink today to go through the books and maybe snatch up a few more. I'm very excited. And then we'll do the full book haul. But more importantly, tomorrow is surgery day for Josie. She is getting spayed and she's also getting nasal mirrors done so that she can breathe better, and also a pedicure. But I'm a little anxious about it. I know she's literally in the best hands, but I don't want her to be in pain, and I know that's kind of a part of it. I will just baby her, a ton, as one does. But yeah, I'm going to sit and work on journaling. In fact, I'll pop up the journal prompts that I've chosen to work on today and probably tomorrow if I don't get through them all. And I will see you for our little book haul and to close the vlog. I'm so happy with how much I've gotten done. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I am. So I lied. We're gonna do the book, unboxing now, honestly, in the next vlog, because I bought a few books from a garage sale. And then I asked people, I'm like, hey, are you still doing it on Sunday? And then 2 people just gave me a bunch of books for free. This is only half of them. Well, I would say this is 2/3 of them. So next vlog, I'll sort through all of these first, and then we'll go over what I'm keeping, and I'll probably drop off what I'm not. But this is just wild. But I'll see ya when I see ya.